Hi, my loves. I just wanted to share myself today. What I'm sharing today, or what I'm sharing right now, is something that I wrote during my time while I was in Houston, and it was just something that I learned, something that I want to remind myself of today, and I feel that someone else might need to hear. So yeah. I noticed the sun shining, creating beautiful hues in the sky as God cries. Every drop that falls reminds me of crying. Every thunder and lightning strike urges me to speak. It shows me that there's beauty in disaster. The thing about rain, thunder, and lightning is not afraid of scaring people. It doesn't care about how others feel about it. It crashes as hard as it wants to. It storms as much as it wants. It thunders how loudly that it chooses, regardless of if it frightens and triggers others. Shango was a proud king. He was aware of his talents and gifts. Yes, he was arrogant, but only because he deserved to be. When God makes us great, being humble is what makes us feel like imposters. Oh, I can't be big because I'm not enough, or there are bigger and better people in the world. Statements as such are lies we believe to be as truth. Being able to shine does not equate to being liked or understood by everyone. Not everyone understood Shango, and many did not like his actions, but he was still respected and treated as a king because he simply was one. Just like how everyone won't like me, feel me, or understand me, but that does not mean I do not deserve to be treated as the goddess and divine feminine that I am, because I simply am so. I set the tone. I am the leader. I am the knight. I am everything that I need. And so I wanted to share that because Shango really taught me that it's my birthright to be who I am in full effect. It's my birthright to live fully, be myself fully, freely, and without worry, without fear of judgment, fear of rejection. God made us who we are for a reason. God made us great for a reason. God made us all unique for a reason, and that's because our presence here is value. Our presence is valuable, it's priceless, and there is nothing that no one or anyone can do to change that or stop that. And Shango, as the Orisha, as the king that he was, he held himself to a high standard. He held himself to be who it is that he is. And regardless of if others liked it or not, he was who he was. And that's one thing that I am ready to embrace and embody fully. Embrace and embody myself as I am fully, and not give a fuck about what anybody may think about it, how they may feel about it, who it triggers, how it triggers them. Because at the end of the day, how people feel about you, or how they feel about your actions or anything, for one, it's not in your control, and for two, it's only limited to their perception of how they feel about themselves and how they feel about their life. So and I know I've said this on this channel before, and I even mentioned it in the most recent video that I have on this channel, that I was ready to stop hiding myself and being who I am fully. And this time, it's time. There's no time for me to keep sleeping on myself. There's no more space for that. There's no more space for being scared about who I am, being afraid of sharing my voice or holding myself to my past. I'm completely done with that shit. That shit is stupid as fuck, draining as hell, and it's all motherfucking lie. Okay? Because 9 times out of 10, like I said, we tell ourselves lies that we start to believe that it's true. And it's nothing wrong with admitting that you're not perfect or admitting that you're human. We're all human and none of us are perfect. However, we all are gifted. We are all blessed. We are all abundant by nature and by default. And when we undermine ourselves, when we undermine our power, when we undermine our gifts, we really do block our blessings. Truly, we block ourselves from really experiencing life to the fullest and being present in those experiences that God and the universe has to gift us with. And I'm just completely over it. I'm completely over hiding myself. I'm completely over talking about the same shit and saying what I'm going to do and not doing it, or saying who I'm going to be and not being it because of fear or doubt or worry. And at the end of the day, all of that is lies. Any insecurity that I feel is a lie. Any doubt that I have about myself is a lie. Because one thing about source is going to tell you what you need to hear. And if source is telling you that you are that abundant being, you are that rich bitch, you are that beautiful girl, you are that beautiful man, you are this divine gift to this earth and to this universe, you are the universe. You can have anything that you want. You can be anything that you want at any given time, at any given moment. If this is what source is telling you, why would you sit here and be like, nah, but I gotta do this, or I gotta be like this first, or just doubting yourself. Why would you doubt yourself? Shango really taught me not to doubt myself. Shango never doubted himself. As an Orisha, he was the most proudest, most arrogant Orisha. Well, one of them, right? Because I think Oya is another Orisha that had very similar personality traits and spiritual powers to Shango. But nonetheless, Shango really taught me that I am who I say I am. Literally, we are who we say we are. So if you believe in those doubts and those fears and those insecurities, and that's who you saying that you are, no wonder you feel like an imposter. No wonder you feel like you don't have the potential. Like you don't have whatever it is that you need to be who you are. You already are it. And honestly, even when it comes to this subject, you really have to ask yourself, can I afford to waste my potential? Ask yourself, can you afford to waste your potential? Can you afford that? Can you afford to still be in the same place, doing the same shit that you don't like doing, being the same person that you don't like being? Can you afford that? Is that what's feeding you? Is that what putting money in your pocket? Is that what is aligning you with the people and the places that you're meant to be with? And if that answer is no, then you need to change. Then you need to grow the fuck up. You need to calm yourself, get yourself right mentally. Or honestly, the solution is to choose. We get to choose who we want to be. That brings me to what I wanted to speak on in a different video, but I guess I will talk about it in this video: indecisiveness. I had to choose to be who I want to be. That's the thing about free will. We have the choice to be and do whatever it is that we want to be in this lifetime. And that's honestly a blessing. However, you really have to choose and commit to your choice. Because I know a lot of times, even I have experiences where I have made a choice, and then because of some type of circumstance, some type of experience that had made me feel maybe a sense of lack or maybe a sense of confusion, it's easy to get in that mindset of, okay, am I doing the right thing, or should I go back to doing things the way that I was doing, or what decision do I make now? And honestly, that's when you have to really sit with yourself, be present with yourself, be present excuse me, being present in your reality and being one with your heart and your desires, because everything that you want wants you more. This is not no woo woo shit. This is some real life shit. Like, literally everything that you want wants you as well. Everything that you are seeking is seeking you as well. You're meant to be in alignment at this time in this universe. So you have to make that choice to say, you know what, this is what I want, and regardless of any experiences that I've had, I'm doing this now. Regardless of who I used to be in the past, I choose to be different now. Regardless of what I didn't have, I choose to have it now. I choose to be it now. And that's what I'm doing today. Today I'm choosing to be myself. Today I'm choosing to bet on myself, because only I will get it done. We're always in control of our lives. We may not control every experience that we go through, but we are in control in the sense that we have control over the energy that we choose to focus on. We have control over the thoughts that we choose to focus on. We have control over the things that we consume. We have control over the things that we tell ourselves. We have full control over that. And with that, when you focus on things that you really do love, when you focus on being committed to yourself and being committed to who it is that you really are at heart, that's when everything that you want and need just effortlessly unfolds into your life. And I know that it is difficult to accept at first, but you have to choose to accept that, because it's true. And literally anything that you tell yourself is true. Literally anything that you tell yourself, if you choose to tell yourself that you're an imposter, oh, I can't be this person, oh, this is too much for me, I can't be famous because I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not smart enough, or oh, I'm not talented because I can't draw like this person or that person, or oh, I haven't drawn at all, so I won't ever be able to draw, I won't ever be able to be rich, or I won't ever be able to be successful. And if you keep telling yourself that, then that's what's going to be your reality. So why would you think that your reality is going to be any different? Why do you think you're going to be any different if you're over here sitting on and wasting your potential? You're literally wasting potential because you're telling yourself that you're not who you want to be, because you're confused. And in a state of confusion, we have to choose. We have to choose. You can make the choice. So today, and this goes for me. This is me speaking to me right now. This is literally me speaking to me. You have to make that choice. If you're going to bet on yourself and go all out and do what you say, then do what you say. Don't go back and forth and be like, oh, I could do this, and then I could do that, but then, you know, like, indecision does nothing but lead you to feeling anxious, lead you to feeling doubtful of yourself, and honestly leads you into a state of procrastination, because now you feel as if what it is that you are working towards, you are lacking, and you choose to not trust yourself, or you choose to not trust that you are who you are. And you are who you are. You are full of love, you are abundant, you are beautiful in every given way. You are divine, you are a blessing at heart. And there's nothing that can be done to change that. So embrace that, accept that, that's who you are. You are love, you are light, you are rich, you are successful. It's that easy. And once you do that, because honestly, our minds, our internal world is what reflects on the external world. So you really have to check yourself mentally. Like, that's really the biggest thing when it comes to this. Check yourself mentally and say, I choose to think different thoughts. I choose to think high vibrational thoughts. I choose to think thoughts full of love, thoughts full of prosperity and abundance. I choose to feel my feelings freely. I choose to be myself fully, and that's it.